For less than 12,000 pesos, you get a 3 days 2 nights Cebu Escapade on a ship, airfare on the way back, a nice hotel room, a Cebu city tour, and an authentic Cebu food trip. So join me on the Great Cebu Escapade with To Go. This journey starts at 10 a.m. in Pangasinan. And mind you, on this day, Super Typhoon Inday was about to enter the Philippine area of responsibility. I took the bus because I didn't want to drive, and also because of the ridiculously high fuel prices. And also, I didn't want to exhaust myself with all that traffic. Mas maganda kung chill and relax lang, can actually sleep on the bus. On my phone, I was monitoring the movement of the typhoon. Because my first ever voyage on a ship and then there's a super typhoon coming. Nakaka-nervous ng konti, di ba? I didn't want to wait long for the bus kaya nag-cutting trip na lang ako. I got off at Dao and then took the Avenida bus. As soon as I got off the bus in Avenida, I booked a Grab car. I didn't have to wait long either, mga 7 minutes lang and then the car was there. So far, so good. This was around 3:30 in the afternoon, so wala pang rush hour traffic. The ship leaves at 9 o'clock and you have to be there like 3 or 4 hours before. So yes, we have ample time. This is a 2-part series because I can't fit the entire adventure in one video and you're not gonna want to miss it, so yeah. Make sure to subscribe.
Ooh, bus fare was 500 and the Grab car was 279 pesos.
Ito pa lang itsura ng Philippine Port Authority. I was expecting a huge crowd and chaos, but it was pretty organized. I was actually impressed.
ID, sir.
ID, yeah. If possible, walang kasama sa akin.
Ma'am, depende, sir.
Oo, kung hindi
Opo, kung
fully
hindi po
booked.
ibab lang. Paano muna kay sir change ticket po?
Ay, okay.
Sa kanya po.
Sa kabilang Thank you.
1 month prior, I booked via the To-Go website. I got a business class ticket for only 3,100 pesos. May kasama na ring dalawang free meals, so it's a pretty good deal. I booked this voyage for this day because it was the MV Maligaya, the biggest ship in the To-Go fleet. But somehow they switched to MV Masagana, which is also one of the bigger ships. Kaya okay na rin for me. Kapansin-pansin, ever since I got off the Grab car, there was almost no waiting time. In less than 20 minutes, here I am on the shuttle with the rest of the other passengers on the way to the ship. My heart was beating fast and I was filled with emotions because it was my first time to see a huge ship up close like this, let alone be on it. This is the center of the passenger area. Para na rin siyang isang maliit na mall. Well, sabihin na natin, it's like a little cruise ship. Just wait till you see all the shops and other amenities available here. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
May spa dito.
Meron sir sa type 7 po.
Ay, for massage meron?
Yes po, yung massage chair po. Pero yung
Chair massage. Okay. Thank you.
We would like to inform you that the latest available for and the passengers as the traveler with for inquiries or assistance, please approach any
Sa buhay po.
tourists are sa passenger assistance counter na matatagpuan sa Airfare main gawin ng ating barko. Para naman po kung may ibang katanungan o
Okay. Oh wow, this is my first time. It's a very, very small room, but well, it's good for two. And I didn't come with anybody, so I think I'm gonna choose. Then I don't know, maybe this. Although I hope that I don't get to share. I don't have to share it with anybody. Then there's a charge. There's a easy cord. There's a wash sink. Being a life jacket that we hope we never get to use. There's a little television here. So may USB port ka. Oh my god, maybe wala. Oh man, okay. I have to buy a USB charger.
So let's try this bunk bed. It's quite small, it's not big, but it's just enough for a restful and comfortable voyage in the next 22 hours. By the way, unfortunately there is no Wi-Fi on board. You can only rely on the data on your phone, and there is zilch, nada in this room. So you have to go outside for that. And also by my standards, the room is very cold. You can get an extra blanket for only 70 pesos. There's an AC control, but I might get a stranger roommate, so better be ready. Now that we got the room secure, it's time to check out the rest of the ship. It is seriously so much better than I expected. So here's this little coffee shop. And this is a multifunction cafeteria that's open to everybody. I'm saying everybody because there is another dining area that's only exclusive to the business class and tourist class passengers. This is the view from the 3rd floor, which is also the access point to the view deck outside. Now this is what I've been waiting for, so let's go take a look. Yep, this is one of my favorite moments. I even had my snacks here. Oh yeah, I also had to check out the toilets, the urinals, and the bathrooms, which are pretty clean. So I guess I wouldn't have to worry about overeating. I wasn't sure though if there was gonna be a lot more people, because newer passengers kept coming in. Exploring the other parts of the ship, I noticed that there is a game arcade, some more charging stations, and this is the door to the smoking area. If you're visiting the Philippines for the first time, this is the evidence that Filipinos really love to sing, because this karaoke machine was never empty.
Okay, so yes, I'm here at the top deck of MV Masagana, one of the bigger ships of to go, and this is my first time actually to be on a huge ship like this. First time kong lumayag. It's now 7:49 and we're supposed to leave at 9. I've been here since 5:40, and as soon as I got off the Grab car, Dire-diretso. There was almost no waiting time. They just checked my ticket and then changed it kasi supposedly MV Maligaya, but now it's MV Masagana. And then as soon as I did that, pila agad onto the little shuttle bus and then up to here. So I'm one of the first people to get on board the ship. So yun. So yeah, as you can see in one of the videos, I've been here since before sunset. So I had a nice shot of the sunset. Okay, pinapababa na nila tayo. Bawal pala dito, hanggang 8 lang dito sa labas. So that's sad. That's a bit because I wanted to see us moving from port. Okay, so we're gonna go inside now. One final look and see everybody coming back inside.
Time check, 8 o'clock in the evening, and we have an hour until we leave port. I wasn't sure if I was hungry, but I kind of wanted to try what kind of food they served here, so yeah, I came here to the cafeteria. If you notice on the left of the screen, they do sell Goldilocks cakes and pastries. On the right side, there's rice, pancit, and a meat dish. This is what I got for 240 pesos. Beef caldereta, 2 cups of rice. The Goldilocks Mamon was free, but this bottle of Delight was 80 pesos. Dito ako naiyak. Next time, I'll bring my own drinks. This is the cafeteria or dining area. Seriously, it's clean and pretty decent. I never saw this fully packed. There's always a table or a place to sit on. And don't judge the plating on my dinner. They did dump it on my plate in a hurry. But for 240 pesos, there was lots of beef in there. And I appreciate that there was a lot of sauce. Plus the free cake, so I'm good. Time checks, almost 9 o'clock. And by this time, the only place that people are allowed to go outside was the smoking area. At exactly 9 o'clock, we started pulling out of port. It was a beautiful sight, but I had to endure the heavy and deadly smell of the cigarettes. By about 10 p.m., I started to feel a little bit of fatigue. I've been up since 8 in the morning of the same day, and I've been traveling since 10 a.m., so that's about 12 hours. Yeah, a stranger roommate finally came, so I didn't have the room all to myself. He was still a kid, I think, like late teens or early 20s. I think he was going to Cebu for the Beanie concert. Kept to himself most of the time. He liked the room AC on full blast, so yeah, it was a good idea that I got the extra blanket. The weather at this time was still pretty good. The waters were pretty calm, but I can't say that it was smooth sailing because the ship kept vibrating and shaking. It wasn't about the waves really, but I think it was about the engine. It kept like vibrating and really shaking though, so I had a hard time falling asleep. Plus, our room was actually only 5 doors down from the main atrium, so I could hear all the loud noise and the music coming from the cafeteria that has now turned into a bar. To Go really knows how to keep everyone entertained on board. I think they kept going until 3 a.m. and in my case I fell asleep at about 2 a.m. Next morning it was time for breakfast. You can hear all the announcements from the PA system in every room. Every 30 minutes they would make announcements on the serving time for breakfast and even the remaining time before they close. I came out of the room for the breakfast about 30 minutes before the final end time, so I wouldn't have to worry about an available table.
Available po sir is chicken hotdog, chicken longganisa, and beef tapa.
Chicken longganisa.
Chicken longganisa.
Dito na.
For business class and tourist class passengers, there were free meals that came with the ticket, and this is the exclusive dining area. The tables and chairs were a little better. There were large windows so you can have a nice view outside. As you can see, the weather is pretty okay. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds, and you can see an island in the distance. I don't know what island this is. I like the cafeteria outside, but I did appreciate the perks that came with the business class ticket, which includes having to eat in this area.
Sir, good morning. Beef taco po. Thank you so much po. Enjoy your meal.
Chicken longganisa po. Sir.
I'm so sorry, sir. Chicken longganisa po pala. Thank you po.
All over the Philippines and even in the pricier hotels, they usually just serve 2 pieces of longganisa. So it's quite a treat that they actually serve 4. And plus points for having real brewed coffee instead of just 3-in-1 coffee mix. After breakfast, which was around 9 a.m., it was again time to see if there was anything left in the ship to explore. And there wasn't much at this point. And I did appreciate that we were allowed to go outside again. Medyo lumakas na yung hangin. Nakapasok na si Super Typhoon Inday sa Philippine Area of Responsibility. At ramdam na rin siya dito sa bandang Visayas. See how the water was getting choppy, and there was a certain pattern in the clouds. But luckily, because of the size of the ship, it was pretty stable. So it was safe enough to walk around at the top deck. Siguro mas maganda ang view dito pag mas maaraw. But no worries, I'm having such a great time right now that I'm already planning to book another trip. After a while, the waves started to get a little bigger because we noticed that the ship started to tip mildly from side to side. Watch. Did you notice the rise and fall? Let's try to do this in time lapse. After a while, the waves started getting a little bigger and then the wind started getting stronger. So they instructed everybody to go inside the ship again. Also, it was lunchtime again, so back to the exclusive dining area. I couldn't shoot too much because there were a lot of people at this time. May pinaupo sa table ko na hindi ko kilala. I just finished my meal and then just left. Lunch was also good, as you can see, and it even came with dessert. At around 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we noticed that we were closer to the islands. And this was probably the northern tip of Cebu. The Manila to Cebu trip was supposed to take only 22 hours. We left Manila last night at 9 o'clock in the evening, and we were supposed to dock in Cebu today at 7. But after some of us passengers disembark in Cebu, the ship is going to make its way to its final stop in Cagayan de Oro City. Here we can already see some tall buildings. I believe these are the hotels and resorts, so this could be Mactan Island. By around 6 p.m, I already packed my bags, taken my things. I knew there was going to be a huge commotion at the passenger area, and I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather spend the rest of the time here at my favorite part of the ship, the viewing deck, where it's more peaceful and calm. But then I had a little idea. Because there was still an hour to go, what if I rented one of those massage chairs for 50 pesos for 15 minutes? So for 100 pesos, I get half an hour. For the remaining time, I could get to sit in one of the best chairs on the ship. And I don't have to keep walking around just to wait for disembarkation. And I could still get a nice view outside. So at that time, it felt like the perfect idea. I get to end this amazing voyage feeling refreshed and relaxed. But then... oh no. I missed the most important shot of this voyage. I've been looking forward to having this rare opportunity to shoot this bridge from under. And I missed it. I still had 10 minutes left in the massage chair, but I just left. I just stood up and see what I could get. Yeah, that was funny and disappointing at the same time. So as dusk turned into darkness, the ship slowly pulled into port with the help of this little tugboat. It was also nice to see the city lights of Cebu started coming up one by one. Down at the passenger area in the main atrium, this was the commotion that I was talking about. A line had already formed, and it was interesting because there was a separate line for the males and a separate one for the females. Actually, it was generally orderly, with people knowing how to get in line, so I just had to find the end of it. Finally, the line started moving, and had to say goodbye to this beautiful ship. Hindi ko sure kung dahil madilim lang, but unlike in Pier 4 in Manila, I didn't see any terminal here. We simply stepped out of the ship and out into the street. But a good thing about its location is that a huge Robinson's Mall is only 5-minute walk away. I didn't catch it on video, but as soon as I stepped out of the to-go premises, a bunch of these habal-habal drivers were asking if I needed a ride. I was literally just fresh off the boat, and just to be safe and sure, I wanted to do this right. I'd rather just book a Grab. I'm sure that those guys meant well, but I just didn't want to take any chances at this point. I just really felt more secure making my first moves inside the bright lights and the safe walls of this massive mall. I almost booked a Move It motorcycle ride. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So stay tuned for part 2 and make sure that you subscribe. This is Captain Jay's Adventures. Thank you for watching.